Life's a game, right? People like to think they've got it all figured out. You play by the rules, maybe you win. But here's the thing. They make the rules. And those rules, they're rigged. You? You're just a pawn. Disposable. Replaceable. They'll tell you otherwise. Whisper sweet nothings in your ear. Build you up just enough to watch you fall. Because, see, that's the trick. They don't want you flying. They want you crawling, begging, bleeding. And when you finally figure it out, when the blindfold comes off, they're gone. Gone like smoke, as if you never even mattered. But here's the truth. You do matter. They'll try to forget you. They'll try to replace you. But no one will ever compare. You're the ghost in their head, the thorn in their side. And that's your power. Listen, kid, people don't break you because they're strong. They do it because they're weak. They're terrified of you, terrified of what you could become. So they crush you before you rise. They take everything you've got, your trust, your love, your hope, and grind it into dust. And you let them. Didn't you? You handed them the knife and didn't flinch when they stuck it in. And now, here you are, broken, bitter, crying over the pieces like some lost little lamb. But here's the thing. Lambs don't last long in a world full of wolves. So, what are you going to do? Sit here, licking your wounds, waiting for someone to save you? Newsflash. No one's coming. No one's coming. You've got two choices. You stay down, let them walk all over you. Or you get up, you rise, and you make them regret every goddamn second they underestimated you. You want to be their punching bag? Fine. Stay there. Keep taking the hits. But don't you dare come crying to me when they drain every ounce of fight out of you. Or you could show them what happens when the punching bag punches back. They'll look for you in every smile, every touch, every fleeting glance. But they'll never find you. Because there's only one you. And you've got something they'll never have. Fire. They tried to put it out, didn't they? Stomped on it, spit on it. But it's still there, smoldering, waiting to ignite. Burn them with it. Every lie, every betrayal, every scar. Let it consume you. Let it drive you. And when they come crawling back, begging for forgiveness, you look them in the eye, and you laugh. You laugh because they never thought you'd survive. But you did, and you thrived. Pain's a funny thing, isn't it? It cuts deep, makes you question everything. But it's also a teacher. Brutal, relentless, honest. Pain doesn't lie. It tells you exactly who you are, what you're made of. And you're still here, still breathing, still fighting. So, what's it going to be? Are you going to let them win? Let them write your story? Fill it with their lies? Or are you going to take the pen? Rip the goddamn page out? Start over. Write something real. Something they'll never forget. They'll hate you for it, you know. For surviving. For thriving. Every step you take. Every victory you claim. It's a reminder of their failure. Of what they lost. And that's your revenge. They'll look for you in everyone they meet. But no one will ever compare. And when they realize it, when it finally hits them, it'll be too late. Because by then, you'll be long gone. Untouchable. Unstoppable. So go ahead. Make your move. Light the fire. Let them burn. Still sitting there? Let me guess. You're thinking about it. Turning it over in that little head of yours. Is he right? Can I really do it? That little voice in your head's probably screaming at you now. telling you to stay where it's safe, where it's easy. Let me tell you something about easy. Easy is where dreams go to die. It's where they keep you chained up, quiet, so you don't upset the order of things. They'll tell you it's for your own good, that you're better off staying in your lane. But that's a lie, a big fat lie. The truth? They're scared of you, terrified of what you could become. They see it in you, even if you don't. That's why they try so hard to break you. Because if you ever realized what you're capable of, if you ever decided to fight back, they wouldn't stand a chance. You don't see it yet, do you? That fire inside you. It's small now, just a flicker, barely there. But it's enough. Enough to scorch them, to turn everything they built on your back into ash. But only if you feed it. Only if you stop letting them pour water on it every time it gets too bright. You think you've lost everything, don't you? The pain, the betrayal, the scars. But that's where you're wrong, because what they've really done is set you free. Free from their rules, their expectations, their chains. You don't owe them anything anymore. Not your time, not your loyalty, not your love. All you owe them? The reckoning they've been running from. Every time they smiled in your face while stabbing you in the back. Every time they whispered your secrets to the world. Every time they turned your kindness into a weapon. They didn't just hurt you. They tried to erase you, to make you doubt yourself, to make you forget who you are. But here's the funny thing about people like that. They think they've won. They think they've buried you. But what they don't realize? They didn't bury you. They planted you. And now it's time to grow. Grow into something they can't ignore. Something they can't control. Something that makes them wish they never crossed you. Because every step you take, every success you claim, every time you rise from the ashes, they'll feel it. Like a knife twisting in their gut. They'll try to stop you. They'll come at you with everything they've got. Lies, manipulation, even pity. They'll say they're sorry, that they didn't mean it, that they've changed. But don't you dare believe them. Because the second you let them back in, the second you let your guard down, they'll do it all over again. People like that don't change. They don't learn. They just move on to their next victim, their next pawn. But you're not a pawn anymore. You're a king. And kings don't bow. Kings don't break. Kings burn. Let them look for you. Let them search for pieces of you in everyone they meet. But they'll never find you. Because you're one of a kind, baby. By the time they realize what they lost, you'll be untouchable. A legend. A nightmare they'll never wake up from. So go ahead. Make your move. Rise. Because when they come crawling back, you won't look back. You won't stop. You'll be too far ahead. And that's your victory. You're the storm they never saw coming.